Happy Sunday. What's up, folks? Yeah, I'm wearing my self-made shirt. It's coming up December 3rd. I hope you decide to join us. It is selfmade.im. So I am self-made. We got a couple guests tonight. It's going to be fire. We're talking about how the people that are doing exceedingly well get that done. How do they get it done? That's what we're going to be talking about. So we got 1 minute. So message your friends. Tell them to hop on. It's going to be fire. I'm telling you, we're going to have a good time tonight. Now, just in case you didn't know, I missed last Sunday, but I missed because I was on an airplane. That's called extremely poor planning. But I'll make up for it. I'll make up for it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Here we go.
Yeah, it's time to live your life. Derek Gant, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control. Time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need financial independence. Yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you want to live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gant, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gant, let them know. Let's go.
Hey, it's Derek Gant, 24K Life. What's 24K Life? It is your ability, your path, your code, your desire to live your life unconditionally, to produce the highest value self that you can reasonably get unconditionally. Hey, simply put, it's doing things your way to produce your best results on a consistent, regular basis. I'm here to share that on December 3rd, we are having and hosting an event called Self-Made. It is an event to help you get to that point where you're living unconditionally, unapologetically, at an extremely high level. And we have 6 of the most amazing coaches, trainers, and teachers that are going to join us to help you get where you want to go. It's a plan to set 2022 on fire. Don't hesitate. Join us. Hey, it's Derek Gant, and we have the Devin James Gant, DGZ.
How you doing?
Hey.
And we also have Deborah and Corbin. Deborah, we'll let her describe who she is and what she does, because I can't call her a lethal mindset, because she might get mad, because she says that's just like the beginning of what the shit I do. So, before we get into that, Deborah, let me say hello to Tara. Hey, T. And I think Rashawn was on. A couple other people are on. Hey, make sure you like and share. Invite your family, your friends. They're all broke. They're all crying. They need some help. And we are here to deliver some help on Sunday night before you go into Monday. Now, listen, you need help before you go into the Thanksgiving Day weekend. Because you're going to eat your ass off, and you're going to be fat, and you're going to be fatter, and you're going to be lazy, and you're going to have what's that stuff the turkey does to you when you make it go? We call it the itis.
The itis.
What's the real name though? It's a real name. Serotonin. Something's in the turkey.
You mean like the stuff that calms you down?
Yeah, what's that called?
Yeah, that's the serotonin. I think.
Serotonin.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Serotonin, the tonin, it gives you the itis. And you're going to be sitting around rubbing your stomach, and you're not going to want to go work out the next day, and you're going to be all upset that you overdid it. And so we're going to help you with that. We're going to help you with that because it's all up here. So we're going to help you fix that. But before we get into that, I got to reconnect a couple folks. So Deborah and I have been friends since Devin who was 25 was 3 years old. You were great.
Damn.
You were great. That's how long we've been friends.
I would be on the phone with you when you were going to pick him up at where did he go?
Little Flower.
No, it wasn't Little Flower. It was somewhere else. Darn it.
St. James?
Huh?
St. James?
St. James?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when he was little, when he was a baby.
Wow.
Dang.
So in case you don't remember, Devin, Deborah was one of the fitness instructors at Central Tennessee Fitness.
Okay.
And we were good friends, and we taught classes. We got certified together in a bunch of fitness courses. And now we are both, I don't know if the word coach is the right word, but we are both influencers in people's lives in our respective areas. Of course, I'm in finance. Deborah, this is a great segue for you to tell people what it is that you do and how you help the people that you work with.
Okay. Wow. That's a big question. First thing that came to my mind is that I kick people in the ass to get back in their power and potential. And that is truly what I do. But yeah, I'm a leader of leaders, and I call people to get back into their divine assignment is what I like to call it. And we all have one.
So it's Sunday. It's Sunday. Mm-hmm. So given that it's a holy day, we can dive into our divinity.
Amen.
And you watch, hey, I felt the quickening of the spirit. And you water that. Debbie caught some. Deborah, you gonna catch a little bit.
Uh-oh.
She's like, I don't know what y'all black people doing over there.
We caught the spirit.
Just sprinkle a little water on that so it blossoms. So one of the things that you said that really caught my attention already is that you said get back into your power. Do you believe that most people at some point were in their power? Because I don't think most people ever really tapped into their power. Like even with myself, I was technically a mama's boy, and then I got married, and I was a wife's husband. You know, I didn't tap into what I was really capable of, this 24K greatness, for a long time. Now Devin tapped in. Devin tapped in a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because the proximity to leaders, the proximity to someone who shines the light is what it really takes. It really does. So Devin has had the best of the best of the best, right? And he has no choice but to rise, right? I mean, a rising, what does they say? A rising ship raises all tides. A
rising tide raises all ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. I can never get those things, but that's true. That is true. And that is when you said, what do? I do hold a level of excellence because that's the level I hold for myself, and the standard to, if I'm going to call myself a leader of whatever I'm going to call myself a leader in, then I need to be the best of the best, right? And shine that light for possibilities for others. And here's how it all started. As you know, I'm an educator by trade. And I started in early childhood. So I taught the little babies who were so fresh in kindergarten and came to school with zest, vigor, and all of themselves. So you asked, are people really in all of themselves? Well, they are until they aren't, right? And so what I mean by aren't, as you travel the educational journey, unfortunately, most people really get a lot of infractions on their identity. Okay. And, you know, look at those red papers, the papers with all the red markings from your teacher that you were told you failed, or you got 9 out of 20 wrong. Okay. The message is you're wrong. And sit down, be quiet, because I have the rules and I'm going to tell you how to think. Right. So this is pervasive in the traditional educational system. And it infiltrates itself deep into our psyche, into our identity. Right. And before you know it, you let go of, oh, wait, I thought I was whatever you thought you were. I'm thinking of a little boy that I had that was a comedian in kindergarten, a true comedian who I used to celebrate. But when he went on to first grade, the teacher came to me to say, what did you do with this behavior problem? And now I'm like, what are you talking about? A behavior problem? He's funny as shit, right? And I look forward to his contribution to the energy of the classroom. Now, this new teacher is seeing it as a infraction and something that's disturbing her party, right?
Right.
So,
And you know what they did with those kids? They put them all on ADHD medicine.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. You do not want to get me started because I'll go nuts on this live. So we better avoid that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, as an educator, I traveled the grades. I went through kindergarten for many, many years, and I went up to 4th and 7th and all the way up to college. And when people got to college, they didn't really want to think anymore. They were so used to being groomed. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Okay.
Not like, what is your contribution or who are you? It's just, I'm here. Just tell me. And when they came to my classroom, that didn't happen. And so it was almost like, well, what the hell? What do we mean? I get to bring my voice to this project. I get to bring my creativity to this. And so literally they forgot how to do that because school grooms conformity.
Right.
So I want to bring people back into, when you said, do you ever really have? Oh, yes, you do. Now we're back to Sunday. Your divine assignment. You came into the world as a human, as a soul with a mission, but you forget when people tell you you're this and you're that and you're not something.
Right. So does that take a while? I mean, people, if you think about it, they say the quote or the quote is, give me a boy at 7 and I'll show you the man, because by the age of 7, he's already learned what he's going to learn to take throughout his life. So if you're talking about through the whole educational system, when you get someone, and I'm assuming you're not dealing with kids anymore, you're dealing with adults.
Right.
So what's the process, or how challenging is it for them to unlearn and get back into their divinity, back into their power? I mean, I know that's a really tough question.
Yeah,
but
it is.
And I know it's not a universal answer. I'm just asking in general.
Well, here's the thing. Change does not take time. It takes courage.
Right.
And we're all bought into time. Time is a man-made concept, and it doesn't take time, but it does take the right energetic container to be able to go deep, which my best skill set is to speak truth, as Derek, on the regular. But I speak deep truths to people, and they're either ready to hear it or they're not. But people that I call into my vortex are ready to hear it because that's the energy I'm already putting out.
Right.
But people, just like the children at school, need permission to be who they are. Adults need to be reminded again that you do have permission to recalibrate to your highest self. And then we go through this experience. I run a 21-day experience, and we just actually finished one today. And so what can you accomplish in 21 days? Well, wait till you see these testimonials. It's a people recalibrating to their soul self, to their dreams, and to their potential. But here's the thing. Seeing yourself as capable is something that we are not, again, groomed to. We're groomed to be quiet, listen, don't take up space, don't have a unique voice. So yeah, I have to unravel that. And I want to do it, not that it's quick, but it's that it doesn't have to take time with the right ingredients.
Right.
So
I believe that you can make a change this second. You can change this second. The problem for people is that you don't see the results of the decision that you just made this second. And so they give up on themselves after a small window. I'm never going to swear again, or I'm going to not eat sugar, or I'm going to be a better man or a better woman, or I'm going to do X. And they don't see it right away. And everybody else keeps treating them the way that they used to be. So they end up quitting on it. I mean, but I agree with you. I think you can change right now, but you got to stick to that new image. You got to stick to that new decision.
Yeah. I mean, there's a Japanese word called satori. It's a satori moment where you have an instant awakening. However, the awakening in and of itself is not going to carry you through a lifetime of an identity that has self-doubt, self-criticism, and all of those things that you acquired. So it's a recommitment on the daily. And that's the first thing I do with my clients is get them into a daily, deep identity reformation practice.
Okay.
And I call it soul activation statements. And it's a whole methodology that I created, but it works. But again, it's that recommitment. And it takes discipline. So if you don't have discipline, then just give it up, right? But you get disciplined by acting disciplined. You don't have, it's not a gift. It's free, but it's not free of your energy and commitment. And that's what I say to my people. It's free to claim the life you want, but it's not free of your intentions and your energetic commitment to it. And it takes a daily practice to overwrite the identity that's telling you, oh, who do you think you are? Oh, you didn't do that great in school. Oh, they got something special. You don't have something special. So it's that whole mind cluster that rolls in that background of a lifetime that we have to now refocus.
Right.
That's falls right into the question that I wanted to ask is before you get all that downloaded into your mind, say somebody like myself who hasn't been through all the failures that I'm sure other entrepreneurs.
Wait a minute, time out. Every Sunday Night Live at 7, I got to do a timeout. Now, Devin, that's a great question for Devin because Devin don't have no issues with him being him. I'm great. Devin's like, what else you need? What else you need?
All right, let him finish his question. Yeah. I'm just gearing up to hear it.
That's a great question. Go ahead, man. Finish.
I want to know the how of the daily steps that people should be taking, or even someone such as myself should be taking, so we don't download all that wrong data of failure.
Okay, well, that is so easy to answer. Again, it is having this vision of what you desire without a cap, like without saying, but that doesn't sound like something I could do, right? Like you can dream a certain level, but people won't go all out. So it is having this ostentatious desire for something and to be hungry for it and to really paint who you are in that vision. Like, who are you? And so to continually step into that identity every day, even on the days you're not motivated, on the days you can't even, like Derek just said, like you can't see it. Now listen, the very definition of faith is to believe in the unseen. And this is where people go all effed up because they want to see it to believe it. And the universe doesn't work that way. You got to believe it and get in that vibe, and then it's an energetic match. So the vision is imperative, and then asking yourself, who am I in that vision? And then showing up as that person today and committing every day. So you don't get to take 4 days off saying, I'll worry about that tomorrow. No, it is a consistent. If you're going to be a badass, I know you're in real estate. If you're going to be knocking the ballpark out of real estate, then what does a badass real estate professional show up like? And they got to go through the grind. They got to go through shit that doesn't feel good. They got to stay committed to chart the path, even when they don't see what's being laid down for them. Because believe me, in divine orchestration, it is all being laid down. The pebbles are there. The person will show up. The next, opportunity will fall in your lap. And again, it's about showing up as that person. So I hope I answered you. It's an identity recalibration and consolidation daily, though. So writing out, who are you? Who are you in all that glory? And it's daily. If I don't do it daily, the days I don't do it, even in a day, you can go, not today, not today. It's so easy to say not today, tomorrow. The thing is, we don't even have tomorrow. So many people live in yesterday and tomorrow. Today's all we have to show up in all our glory. Yesterday's over.
Right.
History is over. The
Yeah.
future doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So you're here because you're my girl, but also because you're gonna be in self-made, right? I don't know if you saw the t-shirts. So I'm
I can't see it, but I love it. I mean, I can't read it.
See it, but I love it.
All the presenters gonna get one. So you don't have to wear it the day of the event, but you'll have it if you want to wear it the day of the event. So self-made, December 3rd. We have 7 presenters. You're going to be presenting. You're here to give everybody a little taste of all that ostentatious. I typed in the word ostentatious and it didn't spell check right, but then I had to Google it. And then I put it in. I knew what it meant. I just didn't know how to spell it. So I put it in the comments so everybody knows what ostentatious means. So what ostentatity are you going to bring to the event on December 3rd? What are they going to get when you come?
Oh, wow. They're going to get a lot. But, the main thing I want them to walk away with is that you can create the life you desire, no matter the life you've had, no matter your experiences, no matter the lack of opportunities, no matter anything. And that is just so true. So it's really going to bring in the belief about self, tapping into self-belief, self-courage, self-efficacy, self-everything. Because your business is a reflection of how you feel about yourself.
Amen. The car, the house, the business, your body, your words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So people can look at the results right now, like from your bank account to your relationship, to your body, to your health, to anything, your family dynamics. And that is the level of expectation and belief you have for yourself right now. That's it. Your results don't lie.
Right.
But your results
don't lie. I love it. Results don't lie.
Results don't lie. And, here's what I know. Here's what I ask my people. Are you interested in creating the life you desire, or are you committed? Because if you're interested, you say things like, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be awesome? Someday I'm gonna. So it's always painting your future somewhere out there. You're committed to that. But if you get committed to creating the life you want, you're saying, I am doing this today. I am showing up as this today. I am creating me. I'm creating containers that help people actualize their potential. So I am doing it. And if I don't do it, then I'm back to I'm just kind of interested in it. And most people are just interested because they will not hold themselves accountable.
No, because people are so used to themselves. They don't like change. They don't like being uncomfortable. If you really want to be amazing, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because as soon as you think you know everything, you're done. The wisest people in the world say, I realize that I don't know anything.
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? I was just going to say something. Hang on, let me just see. I know I shared it earlier. Maya Angelou. She says, when you know better, you do better. So here's another concept that is really from the addiction world. If you know anybody who's struggled with addiction, there's a concept called arrested development.
That was a TV show too.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
Oh, is there a TV show? I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't know. But here's what it means: arrested development. Like in the addiction space, it means if you started smoking pot or doing drugs and you become an addict, your emotional growth actually stops. It is arrested. Mm-hmm. Now, I bring that terminology over here into life. And a lot of people are in a space of arrested development where
Amen.
they've gotten, the rapid growth children go through, and early adult, adolescence, and then early adulthood. Like you're just shifting, and all of a sudden, boom, everybody slides into a space that, oh, this is life. It's hard. It's got tenuous things that come at me, and they just let it play out like that. They get arrested in their own development. And I am here to say, you don't have to stay in that stuck place that every day's Groundhog's Day, where it's the same and you want things, but it's not happening. So I'm here to break that. So once you become aware of what you're fully capable of, and you have someone saying, hey, this is some methodologies, then when you know better, you choose to do better or not. So I have a term that I preach all the time, which is radical self-responsibility. And it is the word radical. Now that's a word to look up and put in the definition. We all know what it means, but the real word is to do something drastically different than what you've been doing.
Right.
And people don't like to do that because they say, I don't know what to do. And I say, answer yourself. What if you did know what to do? Make yourself answer.
Right.
Don't settle for, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve this. Well, be a change agent. Be a change maker. It's so free, but it's not free. You see what I'm saying? It's free, but it's not, because you got to do something.
It's plenty costly. It takes a lot of effort. When I wrote my book, I started on this thing 10 years, 10 years before I finished it. And I worked on it, I dabbled on it. And then in January of 2019, I said, I'm going to finish that book this year. And I took everything that I've written, I balled it up, I threw it away, I started writing again, and I finished writing it by July. So 6 months. So what took me 10 years took me 6 months once I decided. So with that, I'm just showing everybody I'm no better than anybody else. We all have our issues, but when you decide, and so here's my question, Deborah, is that, I don't know that it's not automatic. When you know better, you do better, because we all know better about a lot of stuff that we don't do, And so how do you bridge that gap between knowing better and actually doing better? Because the last thing you said was, if you know better, you have a choice now to do better, because now you know.
Yeah.
I thought that was profound.
Well, to thine own self be true. So I'm all about the truth. And
where did you get that from?
What? My mom.
For y'all.
Yeah, you know that. But here's the thing. You have to get very honest with yourself. You have to know where your gaps in you moving forward really are. And then you need to take ownership. And if you know yourself and you need mentorship, that's what you need. And own it, and then go for it. And people will stop. They'll say, I don't have the money. And then you'll see them a year later. And guess what? They're in arrested development and they still don't have the money. The money is only an excuse if you make an excuse. The time is only an excuse if you make it an excuse. So what I do with people is get them to get brutally honest with themselves. So okay, when you know better, you do better, meaning I know I need help and I'm going to get it. That's how much I'm committed. I'm not interested. So,
I mean, it's true. But, I think one of the things that people should really consider is as they're following your instruction and your insight, and they're really getting naked with themselves and they're really identifying their shortcomings. I identify mine, and the ones that I believe will get me to my divine purpose, I have to own and work on. The ones that don't, I hire out. I hire somebody to cut the grass. I hire somebody to keep the books or to file these papers. I hire, somebody to do the graphic design work and to do the things that have nothing to do with my divine purpose. And so, understanding what your divine purpose is and trying to stay focused on it and choosing which one of those things you're going to try to improve and which ones you're not, I think is part of being wise and part of being deliberate or intentional and present, as you would call it, to the success of where you're trying to go. I think it's great. I think it's going to be, I'm serious. I think, we've known each other, as I've already pointed out, how long we've known each other. We've never worked together. We don't talk to each other dang near every day for 20-something years. And it's always this super high-level conversation about business, about life, about family, about elevating. But we've never had a chance to work together. This is our first chance to work together.
Super excited.
So I'm super excited to have, I had John Livingston on. John. John's one of my other good friends that I talk to almost every day. We have high-level conversations on the regular. And he came in last year and shared some wisdom. I'm excited to have you this year. So I hope everybody goes to the link and registers. There it is. It's Self-Made. So go to Self-Made, register, check it out, share it with your friends, your family. Now listen, let me be crystal clear. And I'm not trying to be a butt here. I'm just being clear. This is not for people that are thinking about doing better. It's not. This is not for you. You can call. You can try to get an appointment with Deborah or somebody else on the team or myself. But this is not the event that you want to start with. This event is for people that are on track and they seem like they got that arrested development. They're on track, but they got that arrested development, not at the grade school level. They're at the level where they're really striving to do something great and they don't know what's next. Because we're not starting at the ground floor.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not starting at the ground floor with your conversation, are you? Or maybe you are. So maybe I should ask.
Well, no, and I like what you said, but I would caveat it by saying if somebody feels like they want to get super ass committed and they are at the ground floor, then it is for them because they're ready to hear. They're ready to hear.
Yeah,
But what we're saying is the people that are interested but don't really mean to do anything, I'm sorry. Bye, girl. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, you're not it. Right?
Hey, but here's what I want to say. This is coming through me to say this. And Napoleon Hill, and if you don't know Napoleon Hill's work, then I don't even know what you're doing with your life, but whatever. But he talks about having a chief definite aim. Most people are scattered as F. Mm-hmm. And they got Facebook, Instagram, social media, friends, partying, blah, blah. And they're just spinning in this whirl of, I'm doing a little of that. You've got to clear your space for greatness. Your personal greatness will show up for you when you show up for it as a chief definite aim.
Yep. Amen to that. All right. We love it. Dev, you got anything you want to add?
I'm good. She knocked it out the park, man.
Yeah, she knocked it out. That's why we got her coming on 24K because she's 24K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, baby.
I'm excited. I'm ready for Self-Made. I can't wait to see what we got bringing on, man. And what
it's an awesome opportunity for people to connect and plug in at the end of the year, going into 2022. Dev, you already know that 22 is my favorite number. All my buddies I play poker with know that I'll go all in on a pair of deuces. And they still give me grief about that. I'm a terrible poker player, but as you can tell. But anyway, Self-Made is an opportunity for you to connect and to elevate your thought process. Deborah, what do you call it? I call it radical ownership. You call it radical what?
Radical self-responsibility.
Radical self-responsibility. So, radical ownership. I'm responsible for everything that happens in my world, right? And so, if you're ready for that, then definitely this is the event for you. We want you to come. We want you to participate. We want you to engage. And what I was saying is bring a friend, bring a family member, share this. And I was really getting at was don't share it with no flakes. Don't share it with people that are just thinking about it. This is, I like Deborah said, just interested. We don't want them folks. We want people that are committed. They're ready. You say, look, I need to lose some weight starting right now, not after Thanksgiving and you have the pie, not after Christmas, not after your birthday, not after your vacation. Radical ownership right now. Hey, Deborah, thank you so much for coming. We know that you probably have to go take care of your family. Now, before you go, you see what's behind her, don't you, Deb?
Oh yeah, Mamba mentality. First thing I saw. First thing I saw.
You got the Mamba behind her.
A constant quest to be the best version of oneself. What else is there, right? Before you close out, listen, I'm going to set an intention for this beautiful experience that you've created. Sometimes we forget, and I want to bring this to a chief definite listening experience, because we hear some amazing content and we allow it to move us for a moment. And then for some reason we think, oh, I need to go do something else. I need to go hear something else. And what I want to say is, let this information be the thing you need to hear, and actually bring it in yourself, and then allow it to move through you and out of you, and know that you've just heard enough to do what you need to do, and stop the quest for more information and use the power of the information that you have, and watch and see how your life doesn't change. And that's something that I also share, but I can go on forever with that.
Well, no, thank you for helping us set that intention, because setting your intentions gets you to your destination. So you've heard it. What we're going to do is you're going to hear the next level of this conversation. Deborah's going to be at the event. She's speaking at the event. And Rashawn said you were spot on, and we agree with that. You're spot on. So as you take a look at what you're going to do, we hope you decide to join us. It is selfmade.im. I hope you decide to join us. I hope you have a blessed week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Go in with tons of gratitude, love, joy, all the things.
I'm blessed to be with you too. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Very thankful. Very thankful.
Can you hear it?
Now we can.
That's my theme song, Deborah.
I like it. I like it. Let's get this party going.
All right, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. I can't do anything. Even when we teach spin, we gotta have fun.
Oh my! Well,
yeah.
You know I'm the queen of the fun committee, right?
I
I'm at the head of the fun committee.
So we're gonna have some fun. Hope you decide to join us. Be well. Be blessed. Dev, thank you. Deborah, thank you. Talk to you soon. Love you too. All right, Dev. All right, everybody. Self-made. Self-made. Make sure you jump on. It is a one-time event. You're going to be blessed by spending some time with us. We're going to show you what you need to do. We're going to walk you through it, top to bottom. I hope you decide to join us. Be well. Have a great holiday. If you need anything, make sure you go to DerekGant.com if you need any information. Just text, I need my money, and I know you were here and what you really want. Talk to you soon. Hey, it's Derek Gant, 24K Life. What's 24K Life? It is your ability, your path, your code, your desire to live your life unconditionally, to produce the highest value self that you can reasonably get unconditionally. Hey, simply put, it's doing things your way to produce your best results on a consistent, regular basis. I'm here to share that on December 3rd, we are having and hosting an event called Self-Made. It is an event to help you get to that point where you're living unconditionally, unapologetically, at an extremely high level. And we have 6 of the most amazing coaches, trainers, and teachers that are going to join us to help you get where you want to go. It's a plan to set 2022 on fire. Don't hesitate. Join us.